video here is about this, Adderall. And what? Running out of it. Yes, it does happen. In fact, I'm to that point. So I want to share my experience with you. Running out of Adderall, this little drug right here. I'm ADHD. If you haven't checked out my channel before, I share a lot on ADHD. I share a lot on Adderall because Adderall for me is a tool that works phenomenally well. It's one of those that helps me get through every single day. Running out of Adderall literally freaks me out. Recently, I've ran into an experience where I'm very short on my Adderall. I don't have enough to make it until my next doctor appointment, and I'm not gonna get a new script until my doctor appointment. I have went a couple days here recently without taking my Adderall, and here's the experiences that I've felt. I've felt depression, I've felt anxiety. Not for a withdrawal from the drug by any means, but in a sense that I can't focus. I try to do things, and just to pay bills has been a struggle. Just to get up and not want to sleep has been a struggle. Try and get my thoughts processing is a struggle. Don't run out of your Adderall. If you're on it, I can tell you this, make sure that you make those doctor appointments. And it's something that sometimes, even I know, I take for granted. I take for granted that I always have Adderall in hand, that I take 10 milligrams in the morning and 10 milligrams in the afternoon, and I have a productive day. Without it, I can tell you this, yes, my days are not productive at all. In fact, they become a nightmare. It becomes a living nightmare. All I end up doing is like moving from one side of the couch to the other side of the couch to outside to inside. Trying to focus in, even to do a to-do list, has become an amazingly huge chore. With having to do that, I've had a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety that has set in, mainly even just depression, just for the sole fact that I feel useless. I feel that I can't get anything done. I can't even celebrate the small victories. Taking a shower has become an enormous, enormous challenge for me, just in the way of getting my day started, trying to set the bed. I mean, I look at things, and instead of a little accomplishment that I can overcome and I can do, it's become this amazing accomplishment that I'm just trying to overcome, and it's like climbing Mount Everest. I know that I can't waste these, and so because of work, I have to budget them versus a day that I'm really busy to a day that I'm not really busy. And the days that I'm not really busy, I can be taken very easily as being unmotivated, lazy, boring, not talkative, because even when I don't take my Adderall, I don't speak a whole lot. I'm not very vocal because I'm literally stuck inside my head. It's like being on a Ferris wheel and seeing all these pictures and fireworks going off and trying to focus on something. I haven't done a YouTube video in a little bit because it's been that much of a challenge, even just to sit down and be motivated to share in front of a camera, which isn't that hard. For most people, it's not that hard. Hit the record button, set up the microphone, and talk and share a message. For me, I can't even focus on a message to share other than the fact that in the back of my brain, I'm going, when is my doctor's appointment? I need to see my doctor. I need to see my doctor. It's very frustrating to end up even going outside, to making it out that front door. Sharing even with my wife, a lot of times people don't understand if they're not ADHD. There is a dopamine receptor that this really does affect. Being so, I still feel, get excited over things. I still have joy. I spent the 4th of July without any Adderall, and I had a lot of fun. It's not like I go through any kind of like withdrawal symptoms of depression, that sense, of tiredness or the laziness or the headaches or that. I can do stuff if I have somebody with me to kind of help push me and motivate me. But on my own, I really do get stuck in my head. I get stuck in this nonstop thought process of all these ideas of what I want to accomplish. I accomplish nothing. I look back at the day, feel I wasted the day. Now I'm depressed because I let a day go by, and especially when you're an addict, I mean, it's one day at a time. It's just for today. And I'm like, man, I did not make the most out of the day. Now all of a sudden, I'm depressed because of that. Now I'm sad. Now I get frustrated and angry. And even trying to have a conversation sometimes with my wife is extremely difficult because I don't know the right words to say. I don't know how to almost communicate properly. And I feel trapped, feel stuck in my brain, and I can't escape out of it. It's a lonely place, and even reaching out for support and talking to others makes it extremely difficult to even put this together and focus on a thought pattern. I have a bunch more videos that I even want to do for YouTube and for my channel. Writing them down has been a chore. I mean, if you're going through this, it is a struggle. Caffeine does help. I mean, the way that I self-medicate, and yes, I will say the word self-medicate through not having Adderall, is by a massive amount of caffeine. stimulants do slow us down some, but even to that, it's only a point. And this is my first time ever actually running out of this where I wasn't using. When I drank and I did cocaine, I mean, drinking itself, I could slow my brain down enough where I could somewhat focus on things, and I would do a lot of half-ass projects. But yet I'd get done with the day and I'd be completely shit-faced and be like, oh my God, look at everything I did today. And literally it's a mess still, but I felt like I did stuff, so I wasn't depressed. And even then, alcohol does affect the dopamine receptors. So I still had that energy and that excitement. Without having it though, I can tell you this, I feel like I'm lost. I feel like I'm in the woods without a compass. I mean, the best way I can put Adderall, if you've never taken Adderall before and you are ADHD, it's like glasses for your brain. It helps you focus in and it helps you push forward every single day and going, okay, what do I need to do? My structure and my routine is completely off. My working out is completely off. And it's sickening, like it tightens up my stomach right now just talking about this because I know what I'm going through and I don't even know how to share it. I don't even know how to share the thoughts in my brain. That's how difficult it is. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I know what I want to do, but I can't get it done. And as you can see, probably even in this video, when I go back and I watch this, I'm going to be going in a big ass circle because that's how my thought process is. I did a video once where I showed kind of like musical chairs, and literally through this video right now, talking and sharing with you, if you want the realness, like I'm mentally bored with it. Like I'm already on like 5 different other things. I'm gonna take an Adderall here shortly and do some more videos because I really want to get them done. Like in the side of me, I feel almost guilty taking that Adderall because I don't have enough to make it to my doctor's appointment. And I'm not really working today because our factory and the plant that I work for is shut down. So I don't have to focus in as much on work, but I feel guilty even taking the Adderall because it's like, man, I wasted that for maybe a day that I needed it more. Again, it defaults, like my brain defaults back down to depression, anxiety. I mean, Adderall really does help with my anxiety and depression because it makes me feel productive. It allows me to have a to-do list and have a bunch of accomplishments in the day. There's so much truth when they say, you know, each day is a series of small victories and we build on it. Well, that first victory of the day for me is setting my bed and making my bed up. And it's a challenge just to make my bed up. And even when I do, I still don't feel like I've accomplished anything and I can't focus enough on even what do I do next. I'm trying to get laundry done, trying to not let your house fall apart. My house falls apart when I'm not on Adderall. The dishes don't get done. Work isn't getting done correctly. The house doesn't get clean. Laundry's not getting done. I mean, everything piles up around you. So when you are taking your medication, I mean, make sure that you budget it out and you know where you stand between each doctor appointments and don't miss those doctor appointments. That's the biggest advice I can give you because me to finally now missing one due to work has really thrown my life off. And I can't just say, hey, it's throwing a day off or it's throwing, you know, a couple days off. No, this is like throwing so far like 2 weeks off and I'm in the middle of this. And I have my ups and my downs and I feel like I'm just getting hit by wave after wave, like I'm in a wave pool of motivation, no motivation, motivation, no motivation, motivation, no motivation. And I'm being just bounced around, where with Adderall, it's like I have that paddle and I can just keep going and I'm pushing through it of doing each task that I need to get done. Again, it's trial and error. Adderall's not for everybody. I mean, if you're on Ritalin, that works. Vyvanse, that works. I mean, they're all different stimulants that help our brain and help us focus in and put our glasses on and focus in on the day, that we're able to accomplish what we want to accomplish and that we can be productive. We can talk to other people and actually portray the thoughts in our heads and to get those communication skills across where we don't get frustrated because we don't even know what to say because we're stuck up here. I mean, that's where I am. If you want to know where I've been for the last 2 weeks, I've been up here. Can't get out. Somebody send me a life raft. So I'm going to end up taking this today. This is my way out of it. And I'm going to have focus to it. I'm going to be able to get a lot done and I'll feel good about it. And this weekend, I'm not going to take any Adderall. And I know the challenges that I'm going to face. I'm going to be leaning on my wife for a lot of support to help push me, to help say, you got to do this. And it's not like I'm a little kid that I need to be told what to do, but I need that focus that I can't acquire in my own head. So if you are out there and you don't have Adderall and you take it, I know what it's like to miss your meds because I do miss my meds. And it makes me feel sane. It makes me feel normal. It allows me to function. It allows me to focus. And I miss my focus. I miss my ability to have these days that I look back and I go, you know what, I was productive. I accomplished this. I'm looking back right now at my list of accomplishments and I'm glad if I have 2 or 3 things on that list. But that's what happens when we miss our meds. That's what happens when we don't take our meds. And that's why it's so important. I mean, if you don't have alarms even set up for when to take your meds, set up alarms on your phone. Set up alarms on your clocks, whatever it takes to remember when to take your meds, because So with some meds, just missing it for that half hour or that hour of when you're supposed to take it in that window, and also having to make it to the next day, understand the struggle. It's a battle, and it's a battle that a lot of people don't understand, but you're not alone. Because I'm going through the battle right now. When it comes down to your meds, don't miss them, don't forget them. Make sure that you make your doctor appointments, and make sure that you have those tools in your belt when you need them. Again, I wanted to just share my experience of what it's like without my Adderall. I hope that somebody out there who is struggling a little bit, that you feel this and you go, shit, I feel this way, okay, it's okay, I got this. Because you do got this. I mean, it's a we thing, it's an us thing. The more that we share our experiences, the more that it might reach somebody out there that doesn't have to go it alone, that person that did forget what their meds and is trying to struggle and push through the day. I want you to know that you matter. It's a we thing, it's an us thing. If you haven't signed up for my Patreon yet, feel free to. It's down in the description below. I have the mental health Discord down below. And again, it just comes down to people helping people. Krisi, Emily, Life, Trista, Sam, I appreciate you all, and I appreciate you being a part of this with me and helping this community grow. The more experiences, again, we share, the better that we all can function. And those days that we have those off days, we know it's okay to be not okay. Click the like and subscribe button. Love to have you along for the journey. It's people helping people just make a difference.